In the year 2011, I was homeless, penniless, and on the streets of Mumbai. I had decided I'd reached breaking point and I wanted to end everything. For those of you who have followed my YouTube journey over the past, 11 years that I've been posting videos, you know that this video exists. If you're new, just type Loy Machedo 2011 suicide or Loy Machedo suicide, you'll get the video. It's all nothing but raw footage so as to show you that it is an actual incident that took place. It's not edited. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video again, so to speak, with regards to what changed in my life is in case you're going through tough times, in case you're going through problems, issues, situations, and you need something that is not just rah rah motivational, come on, you can do it, and all that. I'm just going to share with you the key strategies, doable stuff that I did, which you can decide if it works for you or not. And feel free, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. And if you're going through tough times, I genuinely hope this video helps you. Let's quickly get in. So once I was, on the streets, I was completely devastated. I finished my crying. I finished trying to end my life. You reach a point where you get fed up. I was fed up. I was fed up of crying. I was fed up of feeling sorry for myself. I was fed up of, always thinking emotionally, oh, my mother, no longer loves me, doesn't want me. My parents are not there. My friends are not there. You reach a point where you can't cry. Your eyes are so sore. There are no more tear glands. And you come to the point where you're so pissed off, so angry that you're like, what the hell is this here? So for me, it was breaking point. It was like, enough, stop, just stop this nonsense of crying, okay? And you decide enough is enough. You wipe your tears. Your eyes are sore. It's burning because you kept rubbing the skin. Your eyes are red. You've got a headache because you kept blowing your nose. And you're like, man, this is nonsense. So the first part was being fed up. The first part was saying to yourself, enough is enough. That's it. And I think when that self-pity, sympathy translated to anger, rage, just angry at everything, everyone in the world, including myself, is like, what the fuck am I doing? That was the first part of changing everything. Because unless it doesn't change up here and you don't have the fuel to push it from here, nothing can. So the first was enough is enough, had enough. And I'll tell you, rage, anger, this is my philosophy, but anger keeps a man alive. Anger pushes a person not to give up. Like they say, hope also is a sweet way of wanting to try again. But anger is raw, pure emotion which you need. So that was the first thing. And it was not like I was screaming and shouting at other people, but it was locked inside. And every time I would visualize all those bad memories, I'd get pissed off. Okay, that is number one. Number two is just getting angry and pissed off is not the solution. Obviously, you need to have a plan of action. You need to, decide on a couple of things. So even though I didn't know what I was supposed to do, I was completely blank. I didn't know. Seriously, it's like I was sitting on that railway station. I was like, should I go this way or should I go that way? Should I call up people or should I email or who should I call up? I was completely clueless. And, when you don't know anyone, you don't know anything, you don't know what to do, you start searching for, okay, what can I control and what can I make sense of? So for me, over there, I was like, okay, let's make a couple of decisions. Number one was stop crying. Number two was whatever problems you have, see what you can work on. Like obviously, there are some problems which are very big, some which are very small, some which you don't have answers to, some which you have answers to. So I decided, okay, the big question is, how do I start my life? Which obviously I didn't have an answer. So I was like, okay, I don't have an answer for that. What do I have an answer for? And what I had an answer for is, okay, what do I do now? Okay, so let's start. What do I do now? And what do I do now? I'm hungry. I want something to eat, want a coffee. And next one, maybe what can I afford? And yes, I also had the danger because if you see that video, I was, someone, a group of Indians tried to rob me at knife point, which I was ready to, kill or be killed kind of mentality. And then I said, once I do that, then I'll decide where to go next. Because when you're hungry and thirsty, you can't plan out anything. And I had a few coins in my pocket. If you watch my video over there, I stated that in the airline there was this guy Hitesh Soni, a guy who used to follow my YouTube channel, watch my videos accidentally, and he gave me $300, because I didn't have anything. I was stuck at the airport, just standing there. He said, just take this. I don't want it back. Take it and see how it can help you. I'm forever grateful to him. So I had that little bit of money. So I was like, okay, I can buy maybe a coffee with this. And thankfully, there was, in railway stations, there are these people, sit there and they just pour hot water and a sachet of coffee and sell it for a little bit of extra money. So I was like, okay, there. And there were these snacks, which, pre-packaged, cheap. I was like, okay, this can kill my hunger. So, and once you eat something, your sugar gets into your body and you start thinking, okay, you can think clearly what is next. So focusing on what I can change, on what I can do, rather than being paralyzed with fear of how do I solve this mega big question. The next one was obviously take steps. Don't just sit paralyzed. I had to do something. I had to move somewhere. I couldn't sit in on that railway station platform forever. Some action had to be taken. Apart from that, I also said to myself, if I show I'm weak, people are going to stomp all over me. I remember I told you someone tried to rob me. And there were these other guys who were lying down, I think North Indian workers, or they were constantly watching me, maybe because I had a big bag, maybe because I had, I think, one tattoo at the time. They were waiting to rob me. So I was like, if I show I'm weak, these guys are going to take advantage. No more weak guy. I have to show strength. So decision was made, no more weaknesses, no need to show weaknesses, no need to show tears. And, over here you could say, like, they say fake it till you make it. I had to show courage, even though I was scared inside, even though I was not sure. And I decided to play it smart, not emotional. So I would go ask someone, okay, where does this train go? In a confident manner, where does this train go? What to do next? Don't tell them your problems. Don't tell them, what you're going through. Just have a focus. Where does this train go? Which is the next train? How much does it cost? What do I need to do? Those kind of things. No, Mr. Nice Guy. I also decided, all this while I've been nice, I've been helpful to others, I've been helping the poor. I was like, I did so many things for other people. Like, I'm not saying I'm charitable, but in my time of need, nobody was there. See, when you help the poor, it's not that they're going to, because you help them from being poor, they're going to be rich. The poor are going to be forever poor. That is why I say helping poor is like pouring pouring water in a desert. You'll just swallow it up. So no matter how many poor people you help and how many times you help them, they will still take more. So I was like, I helped all these people. I got nothing in return. I might as well have helped someone who was useful to me, right? And even the ones who had money, it was always transactions. So I was like, no more being Mr. Nice Guy, no more helping the poor, no more being charitable, no more trying to be the goody Samaritan. I was like, everything is going to be calculated. Everything is going to be, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and transactional. I don't want long-term friendship. I don't want, you promise me sun, moon, and stars, and especially sweet talk. I don't want to hear sweet talk. What can you do for me right now? I'll do this, you do that. That's it. So that kind of made things, very clear. So you don't have the hopes and dreams. One day he'll help me if I take care or look after him or, be nice to him one day. No, there's nothing. Now and bye-bye. And obviously, just like everyone else, I used to mention stuff on social media, to show off on social media. Now when I'm going through disaster, like, am I going to advertise this on social media? It's like, what the hell, And even if I did, what were people going to do? One second. What were people going to do? Only give me sweet talk. God will help you. Don't lose hope, my brother. We are there for you. We are praying for you, sending thoughts and prayers. They're all bullshit here. It's like people just give you talks. So I was like, all these 4,000, 5,000 friends or connections on Facebook, 21,000 on LinkedIn, and all these business cards and all this, all sweet talk. Nobody was there. So I was like, okay, social media, bye-bye. Use it only for business. All these people, I had made up my mind that day, I'm going to delete all of them because they're only interested in what you do. They are interested in your good times, having, being part of your glory days. Like they say, they wanted a part of the limelight. But when in tough times, no, they don't want anything got to do with you. And even if they do know you're going through tough times, what can they do apart from give you words? Words don't pay the bill. All right. That was the second series of thoughts. The third series of decisions that I made was, we complain about life not being fair. Life is not fair. I did good. I never got good in return. I gave him so many years of my life. This is what he did in return. I was like, no more Mr. Good Guy. This thing that there is a karma, there is good things happen to good people, bad things will happen to bad people. I was like, that guy, fake degree guy, I reported him to the cops. What happened? Nothing. He was still enjoying life. He was still making big money. And here I was for taking the right steps. I was suffering. Like, what was the point of this whole shit? So no more Mr. Good Guy. Okay, not that that's going to be pure evil, but no more Mr. Good Guy, no more Mr. Bad Guy. Now I'll start being Mr. Smart Guy. Use your brains, not your heart, not your feelings, not your emotions, and do whatever it takes to sustain and survive. Because remember, sustain, survive, thrive. These are the three important factors I had to keep in mind. So I was like, okay, no more rules. No more outdated rules. No more the goody two shoes. Religious. God is watching. God will be there for you. God this and that. Anyway, if you know me, I'm a skeptic atheist. So God was anyway out of my life. But now it's like the teachings of God also, I threw it in the dustbin. Like I said, that didn't mean it's going to harm anyone, but do whatever it takes to survive. It's like you are stuck in a life raft, and there is one other person with you, and you have to survive. I mean, what do? Do you be a good guy and take care of this other person and have this burden, or do you decide survival of the fittest? I leave it to you. But for me, I had to survive me, my I. That was it. Number 4, this was very important, paramount. No more toxic people in my life. No more unwanted, useless friends. During my glory days, friends, followers, fans, people who wanted, oh, your Range Rover, when can I sit on it? Man, let's go for a ride. Girls were there, taking them to nightclubs, spending time with them. Yeah, I was not going to marry them. Neither they were going to marry me. But it was like during glory days, everyone wants a part of your life. But during tough times, nobody does. So it's like, why was I investing time, effort, money, emotions into these people when I was not getting anything back in return? And that also, remember, the most painful is not the ones who are constantly trying to put you down or hurt you and harm you. The most painful was the people you believed were your friends, who gave you hope, who you thought would be there for you forever. In your time of need, they don't pick up your phone. They don't want anything got to do with you. And they give you sending you thoughts and prayers. Imagine you're asking someone, I have no food to eat. Can you help me with something? I have no money. Can you help me? No, I can't help you. But I'll pray for you, man. And sending thoughts and prayers your way. Go fuck yourself. I was like, instead of moaning, groaning, complaining, oh, this is not fair. I was like, enough of all this. Bye bye. So no second chances. And that is what I follow on my social media. No second chances. If I find you being negative, or if I find you being, give me a headache. Bye bye. I don't have to explain to anyone. So anyone and everyone who were trying to correct me and change me and make me a better human being, but were complete, just only words. I didn't want them. Remember, there are people like who try to act like your big brother, trying to act holier than thou, trying to correct you, trying to help you improve. But they'll not do anything worthwhile other than free advice. Bugger off. I don't need unsolicited advice about God, about Jesus, about Allah, about holy books, about Ram. Just want money. That's it. Can't help me with money. Can't help me change my situation. Shove all this advice up where the sun doesn't shine. So, very selective with who I deal with. The next area where I made decisions was, this is going to be slightly lengthy. It's the money, work, mindset. And this is where I had to take personal responsibility. Very important rule. Maybe I should have said this right at the top. I decided to take personal responsibility for everything. If the weather is bad, it's my fault. If the economy is bad, it's my fault. If someone cheated me, it's my fault. If the market is down, it's my fault. Nothing was going to be, oh shit, bad luck. Yeah, he cheated me. She did this. Yeah. I was not going to blame anyone. Take personal responsibility for everything. This kind of helped me because it kind of empowered me. No more boo-hoo-hoo, no crying, father. I take responsibility for everything. Anything shit happens, I take responsibility. So, and this helps you take charge, become powerful. So, okay. Let's say, for example, I didn't plan out it was going to rain. I went out without an umbrella. It's raining. It's my fault. I didn't plan it out. You could say maybe, yeah, sometimes you should take an umbrella during rainy days. What if it was summer months like here? It's a summer and you're taking something that if water falls on it, it'll spoil. Who do you blame? Me. If let's say someone hit me from back, obviously it's not my fault. Now it's illogical to say, oh, but I still take the blame, and you tell the guy, oh, it's my fault. You hit me, it's my fault. No, not that way. Use common sense. Don't take things out of context. If I get hit from back, someone tries to hit me, harm me, it's obviously not my fault. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it happened. Okay, it happened. Someone hit me from back. Now I'm suffering. So by taking charge, it's like, no more crying about what happened. No more trying to explain to the universe, he was drunk, he was bad. What can I do to get out of this shit? So it was more like a solutions-based approach. Shit happened. Figure out a solution. I hope that's clear. Maybe I didn't reword it properly. Next one was, if there's any problem, I need to solve it. What I can solve now, I'll do it immediately. What I can't solve, figure out a way how to solve it. If I don't know, I'll ask somebody. If I need help, I'll ask anyone. No ego, no pride, no shame. Seriously, I'll be shameless in asking for help. I'll be shameless in wanting to solve a problem. And when you merge there's no rules. It's not that I would break rules, civil or criminal, and become, that kind of an individual. If you break rules and the police arrest you, it's always bad. But rather be smart, find out the loopholes of the system. Every system has a loophole. every system in the world. Figure out intelligently how you can use loopholes of the system to help you succeed. So that was using an intelligent approach. I decided to use all my time, effort, energy into me, my I, myself, my work, my brand. I changed my mentality about money. Before I used to think money is important, but it's not everything. I stopped that thinking and said, money is everything. Money is God. That's it. Not going to give myself bullshit excuses. Oh, money is not. No, that's it. You need money. If anyone would give me future promises, yeah, man, I'll definitely recommend you to others. I'll give you a great reference. No, business is business. You just give me the money. That's about it. Okay. Because, I didn't have money. Your recommendation is not going to feed me. Okay, if you're going to give me a deal where I get money immediately, fine. Not one day I'll give you after 2 months, 3 months, because, people were all giving me hopes and dreams, selling me this. Nothing was happening. Then every day I had to have a target. Every day I had to have a plan of action. No more planning for 1 year, 20 years, 5 years. Now, because, one second, the problem was I was too future focused. 20 years later, I'll have property, I'll retire, I'll have a wife, I'll have kids, But now the reality was I was penniless. I was going to die. What's the point of making this 20-year plan? So everything is now, just now. I have my plan for today, I have my targets for today, and I need to live today. Which brings me to the third point, and that was live life to the fullest. Don't bitch about, don't moan, don't complain. You want to do something, you do it. You will pay the price for it. So, think 100 times, but live life meaningfully with purpose. Don't live life being miserable. Okay, there are jobs that you may not like. Suppose, let's say I want to achieve my dream job of being a YouTuber, but I don't have any money. I don't have any savings. I don't have any way where I can dedicate 100% into YouTube. So obviously I'll have to take up some job to earn money, to save money, so that I can make this dream a reality. So there you need to be practical. You're not going to get a job which you love or a boss who loves you, cares about you. You'll not get a, opening which you're passionate about. So there you need to be smart. However, when you're doing things you don't like, and you have a job you don't like, or you have a boss you don't like, or you have an environment you don't like, still focus on ensuring that whatever fate gives you on a plate, you make the best of it. Okay. And I was determined that me being penniless that day, no money, no food, just a tea and, some snack, I was going to have the best of it, So it was a change in thinking and trying to be in control. Then the other things which I decided was before I used to give people my time, my effort, not money sometimes, but if someone would call me, hey man, can you come over and help me out? I was more than happy to help them out. People would call me to school, college, a company to give a free presentation on my expenses, on my expertise. I used to do it for free because I was thinking I was building a brand. But, doing all this for free and helping everyone else, people looked at me as a freebie. Like, oh, you want something to be done for free? Call Loy. So from now, anyone wanted my advice, anyone wanted my time, anyone wanted anything, you pay me money. Otherwise, I'm not interested. I mean, you call an electrician and tell him, I have a problem. You can't call him, come, can you check it for free and go? You have to pay him something. Otherwise, next time he's never going to come. So for me, I was more like going to be one of those freelancers, going to be one of those people who you call me, my timer is clicking, my time has started, you start paying me. That is why when people want to speak to me online, chatting is for free. We'll chat. But you want to talk to me, you want to take my time, my undivided attention, you pay me money. Even an email, if you want a proper detailed email, of course you pay me money, others no thanks. Other things was, I told you, I was going to be shameless. No pride, no ego, and no shame. Ask anyone for help, anything. Whether it's even $1, $5. People say, hey, you're a beggar or what? I didn't give a fuck. I had to survive. And the power of asking. If I didn't know something, ask. Not stay paralyzed. Ask anyone, everyone. Keep asking until you get a yes. Like they say, sales is overcoming rejection. So for me, it was more like, you say no, okay, I'll go to the next one. You say no, I'll go to the next one. Even whether it was girls or whether it was dating or whether it was job opportunities or the thing. The minute I find no, you can help me or can't help me. If they say no, go to the next one. Don't sit, but please help me. No, nothing doing. Because there were a lot of people who had money, a lot of people who had the capacity, but they still chose not to help me. Then I was like, why the fuck am I wasting my time here? Okay. And I was not prepared to take no for an answer. And I told you this, the loopholes one, whether it was job opportunities, visa, money, bank, accommodation, I would not break the rules explicitly, but I'd find loopholes of the system. And the goal was get the job done, no matter what. Last two are there. And then, I'll wind it up, but do let me know your thoughts in the comments below because it does help. This was, for me, it was important. It was paramount. I always believed if you do good for someone, if you have friendship with someone, they will be there for you. You always have that hope, that dream. So I stopped having expectation because when you expect something from someone, and it doesn't happen, your heart breaks. I wish I could tell you that I never made that mistake after that. Yes, I have made, even as lately as just a few days or weeks ago. You sometimes tend to let your guard down and you trust individuals whom you do a lot of things for, and then when they turn around, you get absolutely stunned, shocked, and surprised, because you're doing it out of goodwill. Because there's always good in all of us. We always like to be good. Even the most evil person, even it could be a Hitler, it could be Stalin, it could be a mass murderer, a serial killer. You'll always have someone, whether it's a human being or a pet, whom he does something good. Maybe he doesn't expect, okay, I'm feeding you, you feed me. No, that love is there, that wanting to give to someone. So I decided, if I was going to do anything of that sort, never expect anything in return, not even a good compliment. Rather, you may be mentally prepared that they'll stab you in the back. So when you have that mindset now, then nobody can break you, because then that equation, that factor goes out of the equation. Like, if I expect my wife to be there for me, or my daughter to be there for me, and think I sacrificed all this for them, and tomorrow if they were to betray me, I'll be hurt, right? But if I'm mentally prepared that one day she can dump me, betray me, cheat me, or even my daughter, and I mentally prepare, keeping that in mind, not mixing emotions to blind my decisions, blind my logic, and justify what it is, then I'll be unbreakable. Trust me, it's easier said than done, but it is paramount if you have to live in today's day and age. Last, if not the least, I knew for a fact that there are chances that maybe I'll never succeed, maybe I'll never achieve my dreams, maybe I'll fail. But I decided no more overthinking, overanalyzing, over-predicting. Just take it as it comes. Every day is a new day. Every day has a new challenge. Just focus on what is there today. Leave the rest to, I don't know, fate, or, the unpredictable future. Live in, Dale Carnegie's principle, airtight compartments. Just focus on today. I do my best today. I try to achieve a solution strategy today. Try to solve whatever problems I can today. Small step at a time. Done. Okay. Go to sleep. And then when you wake up the next day, you try once again. Take on new challenges. Take on new this thing. But if you focus on, after 20 years, what will I do? After, by the time I get to be old, what will I do? One day, nobody will be there. Today, just focus on today and take things as it comes. So these were some of the principles and some of the rules that I made for myself. The life-altering changes, or you could say strategies. And let me tell you, these are some of them, but believe it or not, it helped me evolve and saved my life. I could say saved my life to where I'm today. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yes, if you like such videos, do comment, because maybe I'll share more with you. Hope this video helps you. You guys take care. This is me signing off.